This module right here, we're going to be talking about is optimizing your Instagram profile. Now, I don't want to waste any time. We're going to cut to the chase. There's 5 steps we need in order to make this happen. We're going to go in order right here. Now, these are going to be actionable steps that you can start changing on your page right now to convert more people. Number 1 is your profile picture. If it's not already a clear, well-lit profile picture with a little flair of what you have going on and a little flair of your personality, let's change it to something like that. And if we don't have a picture like that, it's not a crazy idea to go outside and maybe get one. Maybe add a couple filters to it. Keep it going with the aesthetic of your page to make sure that we have a strong profile picture to start. Number 2 is the bio. I see way too many bios that are loaded up with emojis that have a whole bunch of stuff going on. And if someone new comes across the page, they're like, what do we have going on here? We want to keep the bio super short and concise. And we're going to include something called a CTA. What's a CTA? It's a call to action. And a call to action is basically just telling someone who's viewing your profile to do something. And it's important to have a clear call to action. So for example, your bio could say musician/artist, and then the call to action would be check out my latest single at the link below. And then there's one link below. There's not 5 links. There's not a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. It's a clear statement on what you want somebody to do, followed by the way they can take that step. 3 is your highlight reel. Now, the highlights, if you don't know, are those little circles above your posts and under your bio on your page. Now, what are highlights? They're pretty much where you can showcase your best stories and leave them on your profile, because all stories expire after 24 hours. We want to keep the best ones on there. We do them in our highlights. Now, this is really where you can separate yourself from a lot of people, because a lot of people do not have good highlights. They either have no highlights or they have some type of highlights with no covers on them, and it's all over the place. So what we can do is categorize our highlights into stuff that actually matter: new releases, videos, daily life, things like that. We're going to go deeper into those a little bit later in the course, don't worry. But the most important thing is the covers. Make sure your highlights have cohesive covers that go through and match the aesthetic of your page. I'm going to show you exactly how to do those in a later video in this course. Stay tuned. Number 4 is the link that's in our bio. Now, it's important that we have a very solid link in there, because a lot of people are going to be clicking it if we have the good call to action. Now, it's okay for this link to change over time. What we can do almost is have different campaigns where it's okay for 2 weeks. What we're going to do is target our viewers over to Spotify. Then after 2 weeks, we're going to change it to our new music video. So now all of the people that are coming across your page are starting to click that link and go to your YouTube as opposed to the Spotify. And then 2 weeks after that, if you drop a new single, we can put the Spotify back in the bio, and now more people are coming over to your Spotify. So it's okay to change the links out, but the only important point I want to get across here is to have one good link in your bio that matches the call to action like we talked about before. Number 5, as simple as it is, be following less people than the amount of followers you have. For example, if you have 1,000 followers, shouldn't be following 2,000 people. Like it or not, people are going to look at this metric, and when they come across your page and see that you're following more people than you have followers, it's a loss of credibility. So there's 2 ways to go about it. You can gain more followers, which is the goal of this course, or we could start by unfollowing some people that maybe we don't stay in touch with anymore, maybe we didn't even like in the first place, or useless accounts that we followed for no reason. Now, it's important to note, do not unfollow more than 50 people in a row. Instagram will recognize that. They hate it when you mass unfollow people, and I would hate to see get a restriction or a ban. So unfollow 20, 30 people max at a time. Give it a good 6 hours in between, but start chipping away at it today, because that ratio is pretty bad. Something's got to change, like it or not. Now, why don't we take a quick minute, go to our Instagram profile, think about things that we just talked about in this video, and start applying the ones you can right now, because the reality is Instagram is your digital resume that's on display 24/7. So in my head, I'm making these so that we can have as many clean digital resumes as possible. So get to work on that ASAP. I attached a little mini checklist in the PDF so you guys can take a look at it and see what different kind of stuff that we have available for you to fix your Instagram profile with. I included some bonuses in there. Take a look at that. When you're done, I'll see you in the next video.